Hello and welcome back to the Sleeping Dragons Game Reviews. I'm your host, your only host. It's just me.
Mhm.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm here with my other person, other person, co-host Tucker.
Hello.
Other person. That's what
The
I
other
meant to
guy.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now that I mentioned that again, you're gonna have to keep it in, along with this conversation that I'm currently dragging on for no reason.
Yeah, that's how this works. I'm not cutting it out. I ain't doing this.
Man, fuck you.
You know how much work that is? We gotta hit unrecord.
Did you say it was? Oh yeah, then we have to unrecord at the X button.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, here we are. Another day. Another.
You sound
another
so
review.
sad. Why are you
I'm not
sad?
I hate this podcast. No, I'm kidding. I love y'all. Our 2 viewers.
Yep.
It's okay. It's okay. Kidding. I hate all of you.
That's not very nice.
Anyway, we're gonna get to talking about ourselves. I'll let you start, Tucker.
Okay. I'm working on Inscription and Fallout 4 at the moment. Inscription has been giving me a run for my money. I'm working on the Casey's mod of it, so I'm on challenge 6 out of 12. It's hard. It's a lot of luck based, so it's just gonna be powering through it. But otherwise, I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, I'm existing. I've been playing a lot of Sulfur, which is this fun little indie game. It's a roguelike, but kind of different. You'd have to see some stuff about it. There's this guy who made a really good YouTube video about it. I don't remember the name on it, but it's a really fun game. Also, of course, I've been playing Foxhole.
Oh yeah, we did a thing on Foxhole.
We did a thing on that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Me and Tucker made the most beautiful creation that has ever been made. A wheel.
Yes.
A wheel of co-op games we must play.
I love wheels.
And the first spin we don't talk about.
Didn't happen. The
second spin we're working on, which is the Division 2. So, Tom Clancy's the Division 2. We didn't really want to play the first one, but we'll do the second one. It's okay. It's got a good story. We're kind of powering through it, but
Yeah, a little bit, but we're a little limited on time, so
yeah, because
just playing the game.
Yeah,
not going too deep into it.
Not super deep. And then after we finish it, we'll see what we get on our next wheel spin.
Yeah.
Also, I do want to talk a little bit about that game, the first Berserker Kazan.
Yeah.
So, let me see if I can search this up real quick. There we go. All right, so this is a game that many of you might have heard of because it's had a relatively popular, hyping up of a bunch of people. This game is a Neo-like, which, if you don't know what Neo is, it's like, imagine Dark Souls, but different. It's really hard to explain. I'm pretty sure Neo came up with, the gear, the gear system I'm talking about.
I don't.
That's hard to
be honest. I don't.
You pick up an item with, a gear level, and then... I feel bad. I haven't played Neo, so I'm not
I don't know
100% certain on this. I know Neo's a really good game series, and I do want to try him at some point. So please forgive me, all of you OGs that know this game is really good, and I just haven't played it. It sounds good. I haven't tried it. But I know the first Berserker Kazan is considered a Neo-like, which is super interesting because it's a super cool series of games that I've always wanted to try. And it's also, I would consider it Souls-like as well, based off what I've seen. So it's a lot. It really is, because basically it's a linear game with the main focus being on boss fights.
Okay.
Basically a Souls game.
Yeah.
Um, it's super cool with the way it works. I like all like the combat of it, and I know it's based. So there's this other game that's really popular in Europe or Asia, I believe. I think it's Asia, and it's actually supposed to be like an installment of that game, like a bit of like in the same world. I
Okay.
don't know the name of it. Let me see real quick. Um, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I'll be able to. Here we go. Actually, yes, it is. It's set in the Ard continent, the world of Dungeon Fighter Online (DNF). Apparently, it's a super popular game. I haven't heard about it before I saw this game,
Yeah, me neither.
but I heard it is very popular in Asia. So I'll take a look at it more and see if I can figure out some more stuff about it. But I'm just saying, super cool concept. The game looks cool, and if I do play it, there will be a review about it.
Yeah.
If I do, it is a very hard game though. So the thing is, I don't know when I want to set my
Well,
sights on that.
you play it, and if you think I'd like it, I'll play it.
Okay, then you can beat it because I'll suck at
Then
it.
I'll
right?
then I'll beat it.
Okay, I hate you. Kidding.
Wow. Okay. I'm looking
Listen,
at the
there's
track records here. I don't know.
okay. I do need to finish Wukong. That stupid fucking rat is annoying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wukong's a good game though. I really do need to finish that.
Yeah. I need to play it. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, you should. It's good. But you also got a lot of games. We have a
Yeah.
lot of games. A lot we got to do.
I've got
But
kind of a backlog at the moment.
yeah. Anyways, I guess we can get into the Risk of Rain review unless you want to mention something else.
I don't think I have anything. We can just jump into it.
Okay. All right. So I'm sure you guys probably have heard of Risk of Rain. We've mentioned it a few times, I think.
I think.
I'm pretty sure.
We probably have. It's a game we mention a lot.
Anyways, it's a game where you play as a weatherman, all right? And you're on top of this giant mountain, and you're trying to find where there's a risk of rain. Because you want to alert the masses. Because rain in this world is super dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you got because that's like acid rain, right? If I remember right.
Ah, yeah.
it burns through everything, so you got to be careful. The first game was different. The first game, the rain wasn't so deadly, but when they strapped Risk of Rain 2 next to it, it made it more deadly and made it 3D. Okay.
Talk about what the game actually is.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Okay, so Risk of Rain.
That was not the game.
No. Risk of Rain is a roguelike third-person shooter. Is what it is. It's like actual title. Is this the first roguelike game we've talked about?
I think so. I can check real quick.
I think it is. What are the other games we've done?
Yeah, it would be. This is the first roguelike.
Yeah. The first roguelike. That's interesting. I love roguelikes. They're a super cool genre I've always loved.
I need to play more of them. I don't play a lot of them.
I do. So I did talk about Sulfur today, which is another roguelike, but
Yeah.
So, Risk of Rain, like I said, is a roguelike third-person shooter. It's developed by Hopo Games, which is they've just made the Risk of Rain series, and published by Gearbox Publishing. So, Gearbox publishes millions of fucking games. So,
yeah, do a lot of good games though.
Yeah, they do quite a bit of good games. I do like their games. So I'll talk about like the first Risk of Rain and why we're not talking about the first one. Like a lot of the times I feel like we do the second installment of a series or the later installment. It's just because they're a lot similar,
Oh yeah, especially with Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain is very similar.
So,
it's just 3D.
Risk of Rain 1 was 2D, so it was like 2D, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just like flat. And then Risk of Rain 2 was 3D. And this game is super cool.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. They did come out with another one, Return of...
I forgot they did that. They went back to 2D on that one, right?
Risk of Rain Returns, yeah. It's actually super nice. I played it. I think it's super cool.
I'll have to play it.
Yeah. But I think those stick to their baby, good old Risk of Rain 2. They also have made another game called Deadbolt.
I've heard that name before.
Yeah, it's a side-scrolling stealth action game. So I haven't like played it at all. I don't know what it is, but
Hmm.
it was a game they made in between the first Risk of Rain and the second one.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
I don't know.
But yeah.
Anyways,
So in Risk of Rain, your basic objective is to collect items and stay alive and keep moving through stages. So do we just want to talk about how we play it? I guess mainly.
yeah. Well, I guess we can talk about the typical way you play.
Yeah,
you play through.
because we don't play the normal way.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever play the normal way?
I have before. I don't like it as I don't like hate it, but I find it more
Yeah.
fun to have more leniency on your build.
Okay. Do you want to talk about the normal way, or I can?
Yeah, I can. So the normal way of playing, is you get in and you just have whatever character you pick. There's a number of characters we'll get into in a bit. Whichever character you pick, you have their basic abilities. You're not insanely strong, but you're not necessarily weak when you start off because the difficulty's not too bad yet. And so you can get these things called items, or not called items, but these items. And so these items will give you buffs. And these buffs can range from your attack speed, more health, more durable, just things like that. And so in the normal way, when you're playing, the way you get these is from finding chests in the just in whatever map you're in at the moment. I don't remember if you have to pay anything.
Yes, you
open
do.
the
You have to
chest?
get money when the
Okay.
when the people. So the monsters will die, then you get money from them.
Okay, yeah. But that's the normal way of playing. Yeah, that's mostly it. You can trade in things in, I think they're just copy machines, and you can trade things in to get something else.
Yeah.
Depending on what the copy machine is. But I think that's the only way to get items. In
Yeah, through
that.
the chest, and then bosses, of course, drop the items. And
Yeah.
but the way we play it, we play with so artifacts are in the game, so you have to go through this really complicated thing to get them. I'm not gonna get into it. There's like multiple different ways you can get it. We all get them the same way, but you know, just look, if you're playing the game and you want to know how to get them, just search it up. You'll find ways to get it.
Yeah.
Super easy. But we like to play it with I don't remember what the artifacts are called, but one stops chests from spawning, and then instead monsters drop items.
Mhm.
Then the other one we play with is it allows us to choose what item we get out of that dropped. So it drops little nodes, then we can go up to it and pick what item out of all the items.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people would consider, cheap or cheating, but
It's more fun. It gives you you
It's-
can
it's
actually
more fun
make
that
a
way.
build.
Yeah,
rather
we
than
always play
get
on
lucky.
Monsoon anyways, which is the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah.
we enjoy it that way.
And
It's fun.
Items have different rarities as well. So with the way we play, it'll drop a node with a certain rarity, and you can pick through all the items in that rarity. And so that's just how we play it. That's probably how we're going to be mentioning it, going through this.
Yeah, which is how we will. I do want to mention items and the
Mhm.
cool fact about them. So Tucker mentioned items, but the thing about items is they stack. They stack
Yes.
infinitely. Infinitely. Which is the thing about this game that's striking to everybody, and the best part about it is it's infinite. Like there's no limit when you're stacking items. Except some of them, of course, like if there's this item, the teddy bear, that gives you, I think it's 14 point something chance of negating damage. Of course, you can't just get like 9 or 10 of those and have complete negated
Yeah.
damage.
They have soft caps to them.
They'll have soft caps where I think once you get like 8 or 9 of them, you're pretty much capped out. And you get another one, it will still go up, but it just like decreases it. So at some point it'll only be 6% the teddy bear gives you, then to like 4, then to 3, then to 2, then to 1, then the point blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So not every item soft caps though.
Hmm.
Like there's the speed syringe, which makes your character's main like mouse click or R2 or RT attack um just
Yeah. Faster.
like faster, which is crazy for pretty much every character. Or there's ones that can give you more of your, your secondary ability or more of your movement speed one.
Hmm.
It's super cool.
No,
Love it.
yeah. There's a ton of different builds you can do with these two. Like it just with the amount of items there are, there's a huge amount of items varying all the rarities, and there's just a crazy amount of combos you can do, and
Yes.
it's really cool.
One
It's
of my favorite builds is one. So you get a bunch of the little flak plates, which can like gives your character more armor, so you take less damage from each attack. So if you get like a shit ton of those, and then you get a shit ton of barbed wire, and barbed wire every time you get attacked by someone, damage gets launched back at them, like a single barb gets thrown at them,
oh yeah,
which also stacks. So if you stack that like infinitely, anybody that someone just touches you just dies
yeah,
instantly. I love it. God, it's so great.
it is fun.
I like some of the like special aspects. Like the engineer is the turret dude, but all of his turrets have all of his items.
No, yeah, that's cool.
So you can do crazy ass builds with that. Like there's a mushroom that if you're standing still, it'll pop down like a healing radius. That like every time you get another one for it, the radius increases by like 3 meters, and then the healing goes up by like 10 or 20.
No, yeah,
It's
it gets
crazy.
crazy. It gets crazy,
It
especially
gets
with the
so
turrets. You
crazy,
just have this
especially
giant
for
ring of
turret.
healing.
Yeah, and then I think with one of the DLCs, you can get more of the turrets with one of the things,
Yeah.
which is super fucking cool.
All right. I guess we can get into I guess how the levels work. Um,
Yes.
so I think after that we can go into the different characters, whatnot.
Yeah.
So basically, when you get in and you can stay in a level for pretty much however long you want. But as your time in the game progresses, it gets harder. The enemies will get harder, and everything in general gets more difficult. So you don't want to stay in early levels for too long, because then those later levels are gonna get really difficult.
Yeah.
But the progression of a level, you get in, you scurry around, get some items, whatnot, and you have to find the boss spawner. And the boss spawner will spawn. I don't remember how many different bosses there are. But it'll randomly pick from a number of bosses, and you will have to defeat that boss to then enter the next stage. And each map is different. And yeah, there are a few things that can change how it is, how like the bosses are. If you use a challenge of the mountain thing, which you can find randomly in the map, does it double how many bosses there are, or does it
Yeah,
just
it'll
add another?
it'll double how many bosses there are. So like let's say you get I think 2 or 3, then you can have a maximum of like 6 or 8 bosses. And then if you do a fourth one, which rarely spawns on a map, I'm pretty sure it combines them all into one and forms an elite boss. And elite versions of enemies just have like effects on them.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll have poison, fire, hate the fire dudes.
Yeah, those guys suck.
Yeah, the amount of times I've been killed by a fire wisp. Holy shit.
Yeah. Insane. But the payoff on doing that is it also doubles how many items you get from defeating the boss. So that's the upside. So whenever we see them, we normally always do it, because why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the basic how the levels go. Do you remember how long it takes to get to the secret level? I don't remember how we do that in general.
Secret level?
Like the
Like
shop
with boss?
area.
Oh, the shop. So once you're going through areas, either you're gonna find a little newt portal, like a little newt thing somewhere on the map. I got to the point where I knew all the spawns,
Yeah.
but you won't when you're playing this game if you're new. But you'll just see them around. There'll be these weird looking purple testicles on the ground, or
Yep.
single testicle. You touch it, you give them one lunar coin, and then you get a blue little portal thing that'll spawn after you kill the boss.
Yep.
And then once you go in there, there'll be a shop. You can shop around. You can get lunar items. And also, if you jump down and parkour down, you find a secret area.
Yes. So the secret area takes you to a secret level in which the time in the game doesn't move. And you can basically just get a ton of stuff out of it, but it is risky.
It is dangerous,
yes.
but it's also really good. So basically, you have to move around between these vents in this area. So if you're outside the like circle vent area, you take like tick damage. So you want to stay in there, and then you want to wait. It's like a capture the flag, so you have to fight off waves of enemies. After it's over, you'll get a white item. So the first, I think, 3 is a white item. The second 3 is a green item, and then I think the last one gives you a red item.
Yeah.
Which red item is the rarest item in the game.
Yeah.
So
crazy items. You can really turn your build up if you get one of those. And you use the right one, obviously.
Use the right one, yeah. You don't want to use a bad one or one that can like if you get the wrong items, you can really fuck up your build. Really bad.
No, yeah, there's some not good ones in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so secret level, we always end up doing it because why not? And it's free items essentially, and we're to the point where it's not too terribly hard.
At the cost of 1 lunar coin, it's like
yeah, I mean we've got
like once you play this a game enough, you'll have like millions of lunar coins that you know nothing to do with.
Yeah, that's literally the only use for them, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, other than I think the shop stuff, but
the shop stuff, if you want to get lunar items, which nobody really does because they all suck, unless you're trying to go for the hidden character. But we'll talk about that once we're talking about characters.
Yeah.
And then actually, you can go ahead.
I was gonna move into the is it the 5th one?
I don't know. Are you talking about the final boss or the area to go to the final boss?
The area to go to the final boss.
I think it's the 4th.
It's somewhere around there. But you go to this very specific map. It's always the same map on this one. And do you have to do something special to fight the boss? Or do you just play through it to fight the boss?
5th stage. 5th stage is where it's at.
Okay.
Oh, there's a new 5th stage of that new DLC we haven't played.
Oh, is there?
I actually really do kind of want to play that new DLC now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, there's a new one, apparently. And there's 3 new characters with the DLC as well.
Oh, man, we might have to play Risk of Rain.
Fuck, we might have to, man.
Yeah. Okay. But I believe you just play through it normally to fight the boss.
So you play through it normally. So that little teleporter, you can put
yes.
You can pick different items, as I was saying. Not items, jeez. I'll let you do it, Tucker.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know.
You interact with the teleporter, and it gives you you can change the destination of the teleporter to somewhere else.
Oh, are you talking the one that gives you the artifacts, or?
No. You change where the destination of the teleporter is. Either you loop back around to the first stage.
I forgot you can. Or you loop go to the final
boss.
Yeah. Yes, I completely forgot you could loop. Yeah. So you do whatever you're doing with that. If you're looping, you do that. If you don't, you don't. Otherwise, you take your teleporter once you've killed the boss, and you go to the final one. I don't know if it has a name. It probably does, but I don't know the name.
Yes, it's called Commencement.
Okay, yeah. That place is really difficult.
Yes, it's the final boss area. It is. Hell.
We haven't played it normally in a while. But you have to go destroy. Do you have to defend spots, or do you have to
Yes, you have to
destroy
go defend
spots?
a certain amount of pillars for the jump up to the actual boss like arena, which is like held up in this giant ass tree.
No, yeah.
But the thing with those is you actually don't have to do it if you have a build that allows crazy ass movement, which there is a specific Y item, which is like an equipment that you can get that allows you to instantly teleport up there.
Yeah, we just do that every time because the doing the
Yeah.
pillars is actually like insanely difficult.
It's like trying to kill yourself because all the enemies down there are super deadly if you're way
Yeah.
later in the game.
Yeah, especially like the minigun enemies because they will mess you up.
And
um,
then
Mithrix.
Mithrix, the most epic fucking boss. I love this dude. Mithrix, the King of Nothing. I fucking
Dude,
love this name.
he is so cool.
He is the brother of Providence. If you guys have played Risk of Rain 1 or Risk of Rain Returns, Providence is the final boss in those. He's that weird looking dude.
Yes. Um, he has four phases, right?
Four phases,
Okay.
yes.
So basically, you get up there, and I think his first phase is he just does his hammer stuff, like he just
Normal
smashes it
attacks,
down,
yeah.
and the ones you have to jump over, whatnot. And then is the second phase the one where he takes stuff?
Summons all the dudes. No,
Oh,
second phase
okay.
he summons all the dudes. So
Okay.
he'll summon a typical minion rush towards you, like some bosses do.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You have to kill all of them for him to come back.
And
And
then
then his third phase, which is him just brawling. I think third phase is easily my favorite phase.
yeah, dude,
Um,
third phase is cool.
Dude, yeah, he has this crazy ass wall attack that if like it spins and you have to not get hit by it, because if
That
you get
one's
hit by
tough.
it, you're just fucking.
It's so
dead.
cool though. Like
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll let you talk about.
In phase 4.
Yeah.
So phase 4, you think you got him, you didn't get him. He decides to take all of your items. And now that sounds pretty bad, and it is, because he, depending on what items you had, he will mess you up very quickly if you do not get them back, and you get them back by damaging him. You don't get all of them back at once. You get them one at a time. So you better start hitting him fast.
Yeah.
But it is such a cool thing because it's just using what you have against you is just so cool. The amount of times we've died during that too is insane.
Yeah. I try to say the amount of times I myself have personally clutched Mithrix fight from phase 1 to 2 on is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times that your friends just get obliterated and how easy it is to just get obliterated in this game.
Literally half a second. Like
Yeah, if
you'll be
you
fine
don't
and then
ha-
you're gone.
Yeah, you can just get obliterated no matter what. Like in this game, like later, like once you get super late, you're overpowered, but so are they. You just got to be aware what does big ass damage to you, because if you can get one shotted, you will, no matter what. And you
Yes.
can. You always can.
Oh, very easily.
There is no can't get one shotted.
Yeah.
Player.
It's
So
cool though.
I'd like to say if your build isn't quite up to par, or you aren't just quite as strong as the other players, or you die during one of like the things, you'll be way behind. Way behind.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks, but it happens.
Yeah. It is rough because just missing out on even one stage of items puts you back so far. It is crazy.
It does.
I guess one thing before we move on from this, we need to talk about the music because this is a core part.
Oh yeah, the
Of this
fucking music is
Now.
exceptional.
Is beautiful even.
Now, it's so hard to describe without listening to it. So my only suggestion is to just search something up on Spotify or search it up
I
on
actually
YouTube
know the name
and
of it.
search up "You're Gonna Need a Bigger
Yeah,
Ukulele" by Chris Renault. Chris or something.
yeah,
I
dude.
don't know. The artist is
That
really good.
fire name as well. I love the name of that. The you're
You're
gonna
gonna
need
need
a
a
bigger
big.
ukulele is awesome.
Yes, it's so good.
Yeah, it is. It is such a good song. All of this game's music, I really like. But this one especially is just really good.
It's so good. I love that. Like all
But
the
yeah,
Mithrix fight music is so good.
it is. It fits like just the whole fight in general too. Like, oh, it's awesome.
I don't know. Like this entire game is just super fucking cool.
Ah,
I love
but
it, man. I love it.
I think that's about all from the final boss.
Yeah.
Um, so well, I guess we can move on to the different characters in it.
Yeah, we'll talk about the characters. So you start with two characters when you get in the game. You get Huntress and Commando. So Huntress is like this little energy archer lady, and Commando is like this twin gunned dude.
Mhm.
Um, then if you want to start talking about the other ones, I can explain how to unlock them.
Yeah. So, and just to, I guess, notify this first. I don't know if we want to go super deep into the abilities unless they're like, super big on the character. Like we don't need to go against or not go against, but talk about every single ability in it.
Yeah,
Um, so there will be some like abilities we don't talk about. Each character has a set of unlockable abilities that are kind of like altered version of their normal one. Uh, but yeah, just keep in mind we're not talking about every single ability in it.
yeah.
But to start off the other characters, one of my personal favorite ones is Bandit. Now, Bandit is cool,
Yes,
like a gunslinger. Um,
yes, he's super cool.
you get him pretty early on too, right?
Yes, so you get him by. You need to complete the third stage teleporter event without dying.
Oh yeah, so you get him pretty fast.
So you just
Uh,
need to not die through the whole thing.
hmm
So
And then we also have Multi.
Molt,
Molt,
love
yeah.
him.
Just a little robot
Love
guy.
Molt.
He has two different weapon styles, right?
So he has two
There's
different
yeah.
weapons, and there's four different like he has two arms and four different weapons, and you can equip whatever weapons you want on each arm.
Oh yeah, that one's cool.
Yeah,
I
he's
haven't
super
played him
cool.
too much, but I need to play him more.
Yeah, I played him a bit. His abilities are super cool if used right. He's also super weak if used wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You get him by completing the first teleporter event 5 times, so
All right.
it's not bad. We could talk about engineer.
Yes, I know you've played a lot of Engineer.
I've played a shit ton of engineer. I love engineer. So basically, his whole thing is turrets. Like, there's no other need to explain what other stuff is. His turrets that just have his abilities. Just super
Yeah.
cool. He is unlocked by completing a total of 30 stages, like over multiple runs. So you don't need to worry about completing 30 stages in one run, because that's rare to ever happen. I think my record longest stage, I don't know if it was with Tucker, but it might have been, and it was like 30 something.
I don't know.
Stage 30 something.
We made it pretty
Just,
far on some of them. I don't remember what our longest one was.
yeah, it's super difficult though. Like once
It
you
really
get to
is.
that point, it's just
Gets to
you're
a
gonna
point where you
be
just can't
you
get hit.
yeah. It's basically you're invincible until you're not.
Yeah.
There's no other way to describe it. Acrid is
My favorite. Acrid is a big old space puppy dog.
Ugly ass dog.
He is not an ugly ass dog. He spits acid and he's cool. And he's definitely not bad. Or worse compared to definitely some other ones. But
So,
Akrid's
okay.
cool.
You get him by completing that area we were talking about earlier that's in that hidden area where the shop is.
Yeah.
We can talk about Artificer, which is
Yes.
another character that a lot of people don't like because she's often seen as a glass cannon. Like I said, no character in this game's bad unless you play them bad.
Yeah. They really depend on your build. Your build can make them overpowered, or it can make them the worst character. You know.
Yeah. So how you get her is you spend 10 lunar coins in the shop,
Yeah.
which is pretty neat.
Yeah. Not too hard.
Not too bad. It's just a little expensive if you're trying to unlock her early on, which is
Yeah.
only a possibility. I don't want to go over these DLC characters because I haven't really used them much, so I don't know them at all.
I could talk about Railgunner a bit, but
I know Railgunner and Void Fiend. I don't know
yeah.
Seeker and Chef. I do know
Well,
Chef actually.
yeah.
Anyways, let's finish the other characters
Yeah.
because we still have Loader.
So we have So Loader, he's like a dude in kind of like a
She.
mech suit, like a big a loader
She.
suit.
She.
A what?
It's a she.
Oh, it's a she. Oh, my bad. I didn't know that. But basically, you punch things, and you got this little grapple thing. You know, it's really cool. You just punching things.
There's this special map called Siren's Call, and you can do this weird thing where you can destroy like a certain amount of like these bird nests, and then this thing will spawn that always drops a red item, which people like to kill them for that. If you kill them, you'll get dropped. You'll have Loader. You'll have unlocked Loader.
Yeah.
So super cool. Mercenary you get by obliterating. Mercenary is like the melee katana survivor. Super cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be the edgy sword guy. But we all love Mercenary's cool.
Mercenary's cool. I've played him a few times.
Yeah. So you get him by obliterating. To obliterate, you have to loop. So once you get to that fourth or fifth stage where you're about to fight the boss, you want to loop back around. So you want to set it back to stage 1, and then once you get to the fourth stage again, so in total like stage 9, I think, another portal will spawn called the Celestial Portal. You can go in there. You just got to parkour around it, but then you can obliterate, which is this. There's 2 ways to end the game. The first one to kill the final boss, and this way.
Yeah.
So both work. And then there is, I think, the last one. No, we have Captain. You unlock by killing Mithrix.
Yeah, I haven't played a lot of Captain. I know you've played more than me though.
Yeah, Captain's good. He has a little shotgun hand, and he has all these other interesting abilities. He's probably the hardest one to get a good build on, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get a good one, he'll be strong.
And then
Rex,
probably the hardest to learn to play at
Rex.
least, and to get
yeah, the hardest to play and probably the hardest to get is Rex. He's this little half plant, half robot, and all of his abilities cost HP to use.
Yeah,
which is really annoying.
It's rough, but if you can get a build down, he can be really powerful.
Yeah. So to get him, once you spawn in the game, on the back of your escape pod, you can grab something called the fuel array. With the fuel array, you got to get to the 4th stage, and when you get there it can be any 3 random maps. It has to be one specific map, and then you can put it in there and get it. The problem with the fuel array, if you drop below 50% HP, you instantly die.
Yeah, so if you're gonna go for this one, just do it on easy. Don't try to be cool and do it on monsoon. Just do it on easy. Save yourself the time, because it takes a bit. Even on easy, it's a little tough. You really gotta watch your health. And then the DLC ones. Do you have to unlock the DLC ones, or do you just get them from the DLC?
Railgunner, you get right from the DLC, I believe.
Okay.
Railgunner is just this. I mean, a sniper,
Badass. Yeah.
badass railgunner dude. Um, the other one, Void Fiend, you unlock by I think you have to kill the boss added from one of the DLC. So
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah,
Did
yeah,
we
you
ever,
have to defeat the boss
we
at the
ever beat that?
planetarium.
I don't know
I
if we
did.
ever
I did on PC.
did.
So on Xbox, I don't have it. On PC, I do.
Yeah, we tried it a few times on Xbox.
I don't know.
Um,
I don't have the DLC on Xbox, so I don't think that was me.
no, I don't remember who I was doing it with then. I was doing it with someone, and it was rough.
Yeah, that's a hard boss. I don't remember much about the boss, so I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, I don't remember much either, but they were pretty tough.
Seeker is another one. I don't know much about her because she's from that other DLC, the new one that I don't know much about. She seems cool. She seems like a healing character. And you immediately unlock her by buying the DLC. So,
Okay.
Chef, I do know because I've played him in the first and the first game and the Returns game. Does he have the same abilities? Let me see. Yes, he does. So he can basically attack with his he can throw a bunch of axes. He can let down a bunch of oil that he can then ignite.
Oh,
So that's super cool. And then he has like a burst ability which changes all of his other abilities.
okay.
So super cool.
That's cool.
Let me see how you unlock him. It says Risk of Rain 2 by offering Infusion, Bison Steak, and a Cautious Slug to the underground interactables on one of the maps.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Sweet.
So that's all the characters, right?
Yeah, that's all of them.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Heretic, actually.
I don't know anything about that. Oh, is that the
Secret character.
Yeah, the secret.
So
I've never done that.
so there's lunar items that you have to spend lunar coins in that shop to get items. So four of those items will change four of your abilities. If you get all four of them, you turn into the Heretic, an incredibly powerful character that has to be used right because this character will constantly take she will is it she? Okay, she will constantly take damage, like tick damage. So you have to just keep attacking and just never let up.
Interesting.
Brutal character.
Yeah.
Brutal character. Fun though to use. There actually is another character. I was wondering if it's like some special character like the Heretic, because it's called the False Sun, which is also apparently one of the bosses.
Really?
Let me see.
I don't know that one.
There's a playable character. He can be unlocked by defeating the False Sun. Oh, okay. With a Halcon seed from Arulina Knight from your inventory. Oh, Arulina Knight is that fucking gold dude from the gold portal.
Oh. Huh.
Huh? How do you find this son?
I don't know. I didn't know this guy even existed.
He's the new DLC boss, so
oh,
that's probably why.
That would make sense. I haven't played that
He's
yet.
encountered on the top of Prime Meridian. It's a DLC map, obviously. It's a stage 4 DLC map. Dude, I really want to play the DLC now. No, you can't do this to me.
Do you know how much it is?
That's actually a good idea. Actually, why don't we figure that out right now with the prices? Let me see.
Yeah. No Risk Rain's not too expensive in general.
Yeah, it's like $20 for the actual game.
Yeah, and then the DLCs, I don't quite remember. It's been a minute.
It's $15.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Wait, no, that's Survivors of the whatever the fuck.
That was the last one.
Why is that?
What's the new one called?
Steam will tell me. Will tell me.
Yeah. I don't remember what the new one's called.
Seekers of the Storm. Oh, it's on sale on Steam, so it's like $10, but base it's 15.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That's not bad at all, actually.
That's, I would say, fairly priced.
That is a fair price. Why are their recent reviews all negative?
People who don't know good games. people who sit there and play Call of Duty all day and think it's the best game ever. Just
Saying
a
it's a buggy
theory.
mess.
It's buggy. Yeah. Womp
Oh,
womp.
they fixed it since release. Okay. Anyways, no matter. It looks nice.
Okay.
Could be a little monk. Okay.
Interesting. So that came out. That came out a little while ago. I'm surprised I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have something to do in the future.
Yes. Can put that on the wheel. Actually, I'll tune in right now.
Yeah, we could do that.
If we want to get put into our review, and I completely forgot that we were reviewing, but that is this podcast. That is this podcast.
Yep.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know if there's too much more to mention about Risk of Rain 2.
No, not really. I'd say.
Yeah. Do we want to
All right, yeah, we can go ahead and move into the review. Yeah. You can go first.
All right. Overall, I think Risk of Rain's a lot of fun. It's a game I started playing this a long time ago.
I got you into it.
Yeah, you got me into it. But it's really fun. It's got a lot of flexibility for how you want to play with the different characters and how the builds and how you build your builds. Overall, it's a lot of fun. It's one that just sit down and just have fun with your friends for a little while. You can play for as long as you want. You can end it early. It's a lot of fun. It's got a good level of difficulty and overall, I like this game a lot. So, I think I would give it a 3.9. I think.
Okay. That's solid.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, like a lot of what Tucker said, it's a really nice game. It's really well made. The devs care about it. They put a lot of effort into it. Apparently, the DLC was released in a rough shape, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't know about that. I know most about the main game and a little bit of the first DLC. But this game, it's great. I love the way it works. I love how the items work. I love the map, the boss fights, the music. It all comes together for a really well put together game, honestly. So I'm going to give it a 4.2.
Okay.
Which is a fairly good review, I'd say.
Yeah, so that puts that at an 8.1 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's perfect for it.
Yeah.
8.1. Fairly
Let's
solid.
Let's see what our next episode would be.
I think it's mine. I think I'm reviewing Kenshi.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I love Kenshi.
You played a lot of Kenshi.
I did play a solid bit of Kenshi.
Yeah.
I never did like an actual solid playthrough where I didn't use cheap-ish stuff to play through it because the game is really, really, really hard.
Yeah, it is more of a sandbox kind of game though. So.
Yeah, but it's great. It's based in a double apocalypse world, so you guys will listen to me talk about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cool one.
Mm.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't have anything else to comment about. So.
Yeah, no, me either. So we'll see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.